First of all, I want to say thank you for signing up to Tree Speak, and yeah, it's just lights up my entire field and world to be able to share this information with you. Um, I've probably been on a journey of really returning back to the earth and back to the medicine of the earth since around November 2018, where my daughter Maggie was born. She'd been born for I think she was about a week old, and I was in the nursery, and I saw these words "healing with the earth" come in, and it was just quite profound. And I knew at that point that my work was shifting and changing in a massive way. And at the time, I thought, holy shit, all of the work that I've poured into the Soul Worker Academy, which some of you will know was my big body of work that I had out for the world. I just saw it crumbling and burning in flames, and I thought, this is horrendous. I've poured my heart and soul into this, and it's all just for nothing. And yeah, 15 months later, I can now see that I've been on this incredible journey of diving deeper into my own work, my own personal work, and really understanding myself as a multidimensional spiritual light being, more than that ego mind tells us what we are. So some of you, if you have been following me, you know that I have the Sacred Lineages of the Earth retreat, which is on the 27th to the 29th of March this month. And that really is just a complete bath of the medicine and the magic and the wisdom that can be felt, embodied, lived in, and experienced when you connect into the earth. And I guess when I put this call out about just seeing if anyone's interested in connecting in with the trees and really developing that connection with hearing the trees speak, I was just so excited when I had your response that was like the most interested, the most popular topic to speak about. So thank you. And I know that a lot of you are watching the replay, so please, if you have any questions after you've watched the replay, then just contact me, and I'm more than happy to support you. So yeah, all right, so we'll do a grounding first, and then I think I don't know exactly what will happen in this hour or 50 minutes that we have, but yeah, I'm trusting that the information that comes through is for our highest good, and it's to support us in our daily lives and in our work as light bringers and way showers to really support this global shift for humanity and for all living beings on Earth, and connected with the Earth. Yeah, to feel that sense of peace and unity consciousness and love in our hearts on Earth. And this is really, yeah, it's really clear to me that this that feeling, that sense is possible, and it is available for us all to tap into and experience and embody when we do that work on the internal. And the trees are a beautiful support guide for us on our journey. So I just invite you to close your eyes when you're ready, and just taking some time to take some breaths here. Long, slow, deep breaths. So you're just signaling to your body and mind that you're slowing down. And just starting to use that sigh out of your mouth on your exhale, just as a way of surrendering to the now. And starting to get a sense of where the ground is and how that ground makes contact with your body. And putting your attention on the space that's around you and touching the ground. Just noticing how that air temperature feels on your face. Now noticing the space inside your body, that stillness, or it could be that subtle aliveness. Just checking in to see if there's any areas of your body that are holding on. And just bringing a sense of softening here. And then just allowing everything to be here. So noticing the energies in your body, noticing your breath, welcoming the distractions or the stories, the thoughts from the mind, and really welcoming them here too. And now finding yourself in the bush or in the forest. Once again, just noticing the space and the energy in this bushland. Noticing the electrical currents in the earth underneath you. You might feel the leaves on the forest floor underneath your legs or your feet. You might feel the breeze from the canopy of the trees above you across your face. And you might hear the birds, the crunching from other animals in the distance. And just finding your heart space now. You might like to physically put your hand on your heart or just mentally see that you're doing so. And then placing your other hand on the floor of the earth. You're starting to connect into the global grid of light, light, light. And just how you see electrical currents in our everyday. Get a sense that this golden web of light through the earth is marrying your heart with the sacred lineages of the earth. These ley lines, these systems of light penetrate through the earth and connect to all trees. Noticing how the trees are connected to each other. They're like connecting in like phone lines would. Connecting with each other. And just notice how you are being invited in to witness this connection of communication and light between the trees. And as you're looking down on the ground, begin to see your body becoming a tree. Notice that the base of your body is now the trunk of a tree. That steeps down deep into the earth. And you're nourishing your toes, the roots of your tree, through the water table. You're feeding on those nourishing nutrients, minerals from the earth. And that you can deepen right down into the heart of the earth. You can marry that connection with the light, the central core gateway of this planet. Which marries and meets with the central core gateway of your own heart. And is the central core gateway of the universe. So these three marry, just noticing how that presents for you, noticing how those three marry each other. The heart of the universe, your heart, the heart of the earth. You might feel an expansive light here, reaching far beyond your body, far beyond your tree. You might feel like it's easier to breathe fresh air now. And your limbs, as this tree, begin to grow, naturally stretch out, limber up. And seeing your branches as this golden light of the earth, or however else it's presenting for you. And just noticing how that is feeling in your body, to becoming this tree, becoming a part of this interconnected web of light that ripples through the earth. The energies might be intense here, and just breathe with that. Just allowing it to come. Breathing and allowing. Allowing this light from the heart of the earth to come and ripple through your body, stretching your branches wider, higher, further. Not trying to overstretch, just allowing. Seeing now that your branches are connecting through the air. These lines of light continue on from your branches. And continue on through the air and connect to the trees around you. So this golden web of light that's in the earth is also in the air. Just like the tree of life. You become part of the whole, where energy of light runs easily through your bones, through your system, and you can feed off the light from the other trees around you. Noticing how that feels. And just breathing as you receive these codes of activation that are wanting to come through you to support you in opening to connect to the trees around us. Yeah. Yeah. Just breathing and allowing. Bringing more light into your body. Opening and releasing. Just allowing. Yeah. Just allowing this light to be here, to come through. Open and breathe. Just noticing how it's feeling. Yeah, So we have the tree people here who are supporting you on this path of reconnecting and coming home to your roots, to your ancestors. The ancestors are alive on this earth, in this earth, underground. And they're so excited and so inspired and so celebratory that you have started to reconnect and reconvene your work with them. They are wanting you to know that you are them, that there is no separation here, that you are the tree people. For those of you who have been working and playing with the trees since you were a little child, you are remembering this magic that is here amongst the trees. And you know that the children can feel it. And yes, humans, they move away and get distracted, move away from their heart's connection and their truth and this magical and deep medicine that is laid in the trees. They're wanting you to come deeper, deeper down into the earth. So really starting to have a look to see which trees want to spend time with you. There are particular trees in your world right now that have been calling you and you've been hearing them and they're saying enough is enough. Now is the time to carve out that time to spend and connect with the trees. This doesn't need to be an awkward thing. This really starts with a physical connection. And just as you're connecting with your people, like humans, this is the same thing. You start to really, if you're getting the call to touch a tree, then go and touch the tree. And just touching that tree is activating and instigating this deeper connection with the source of what's here. And they're also wanting you to know that there is no separation between you and the tree. So just as you have experienced that embodiment of the tree, your energetic system is no different to the energy of the tree. So the way that you have seen this web of light in the earth, it comes through the trees, it comes through you just the same. And you are interconnected just the same way through the air. So what I was shown just in the last few weeks was that we have an interconnected web of trees in the air. So it's not just in the tree roots, it's not just in underground, it's above, it's in the air as well. And this is how you work as well. So the more connection that you have, a deeper understanding that you have with trees, you will have a deeper understanding of who you are as an energetic being. Now, this, of course, has so much power to it because we have been led to believe that we have no power and that we need to buy this and do that course and get to that or have that in order to be enough and to feel like we're powerful, where all of this is intrinsic. All of this is inside of you already. So starting to, when you're going for walks, then starting to touch and feel, rub the leaves in between your hands. Really, and yes, you're going to need to work with all of those stories that are coming up around your intuitive part, like you're crazy, you're just getting too weird, everyone's going to think you're an idiot. All of that will come up. And yes, this will all fall away as well. This is all part of this process of awakening to who and what you really are. And they're wanting you to have a look back at 5 years ago when you thought things that you were doing then were weird and they just seem normal now. So this is just another level, and I can see the internet's unstable and I'm hoping that this is working. Leslie, is this working okay? Yeah, cool, awesome, because it's raining outside too. Yeah, so starting to feel, if you're getting a call to sit down by a tree, then sit by the tree and sit with the tree. Now, they're wanting you to know that you are a powerful healer for the trees and the trees are a powerful healer for you. So while we know this, that we have a strong connection to our intuition, we often just feel better when we're in the bush or when we're connected to nature. They're also wanting you to know that you have the power to support the tree system. Basically the message is that, you know, it can be really helpful to understand the tree system the way it is, because that is no different to how you are and how you are divinely, energetically connected as a light system to everything around you. So just how we use oracle cards and crystals and you know, our spiritual tools to connect with spirit. Trees are the same, and it's also really important for you to know that you are no different to trees as well. You have this divine connection and you are a part of this web of light, just like trees. So you know, I think what I was up to before was that we know trees to be the great healers, but the trees are actually wanting you to be a part of their own healing. So they're wanting you to know that their air is very different now, and they actually need support from you to clear their channels so they can communicate with each other quite a lot more easily. So just start to watch now out the window or when you're going for a walk. Start to notice the connection and the relationship between the different trees that you have around you, and you'll start to see the trees in a brand new way. So a couple of weeks ago, I was driving, and this often happens now. I was driving just down the highway, but surrounded by lots of bush, and it was like the energy of the trees were like a chorus. Like they were so alive and so again, just like so excited. that I could hear them and that they weren't like a wallflower anymore, and they were a part of life. So we've really kind of separated and segregated ourselves from the trees and from the forest, but they are us, and they want to be a part of our lives as much as you know, as much as anything. They just want to be a part. They miss that connection that they had with you as a child, and they're wanting you to feel the medicine, feel the magic, feel what the mind won't understand, feel what science will never get their heads around. Really allow yourself to embody the fullness and that sexual and sensual power that comes with connecting to the earth. So really starting to use your body, using, you know, I've spoken about touching the leaves and rubbing. You know, you can get some bark and rub the bark between your fingers, rub them over your arms, like really getting sensual about connecting to the trees. And so the other day, I was actually directed to stand under a particular tree and perform some energy work. And so while I was doing the you know, the light language through my hands and making the light language through my voice, the tree was it was like the tree was the space holder. So really engaging the trees into your own energy work, it's like you going to a healer. It's like you going to have a session, but you're handing it over to the trees and allowing the magic to work through you. And then vice versa, they're asking for you to clear the space, clear the energy. So you'll be guided, you'll be directed to how you can clear the channels for these trees so they can communicate clearly. So they feel, it's like they want to feel a part of it. They want to feel connected with each other. But it's like they have felt isolated and they want to be a part of their family again. And so you can actually support that and start asking these trees what they need, and then start trusting the information that you're getting. Channeling information, a lot of you will know that it comes through clairvoyance, clear seeing, claircognizance, clear knowing, clairaudience, clear hearing, clairsentience, clear feeling, and you know, if you're into taste and what's the other one? Smell. You know, that they may come in as well. But starting to see the trees as your oracle cards, if you use oracle cards, starting to see trees like crystals. You know, you'll pick up a crystal and you'll notice that the energy has it has its own unique vibration. It is its own character. It is its own being, and the trees are the same. The way the way the physicality of the trees look, they are a beautiful sign of the personality and the energy of the tree. So if you see like a big stocky tree, you will get the stocky energy. If you see the really particular, quite fine trees, that's the energy that they're bringing through for you. So you will be drawn to those particular trees. Some trees are birthing trees. Some trees are for the feminine. Some trees are about holding energetic grids for you to awaken and activate what's available for you. So, you know, if you're getting the call to stand in between 3 trees that make a triangle and then put stones around you, then do that. And that is the energy work. And that is, you know, it won't make sense to the mind, but this is your step-by-step path of faith that comes with being that medicine woman and medicine man, where you are you're being called forth, and you're being led by the earth. You're being led by the mother. You're being led by Father Sky, knowing that Father Sky holds Mother Earth and Mother Earth holds you. So this is about engaging with the spirit that's right here in front of you, and it's in your fingertips. So trees are like vortexes. So you'll find that So a vortex to me is basically an opening or a gateway or a doorway to access other realms and other dimensions and other worlds. So by using your connection to a tree, and that might be physically as you put your hands on the tree or give it a big old hug, start to visualize that you're sinking down into the sacred lineages of the earth and you're starting to access this ancient wisdom that's here and available to you, and it's here for you. The other thing that you can do is meditate. So if you can't get to, if you really want to sit longer and really go deeper, then you can choose a tree that has chosen you, basically, and you have that heart, that vibratory connection, if that's a word, or maybe I just made it up, and start to meditate with that tree. So you are coming down into the roots, or perhaps even maybe you're directed to go up to the sky, up to Father Sky, and connect with that web of light, that Christ consciousness that holds our global grid matrix. And now what I'm getting is that this web of light above the ground is they're your avenues to the stars. So they're your avenues to pull down and call in the universal energies that are going to support you on your path of awakening. They're going to support you in clearing the way for your work so you can continue serving in the way that you are on this planet. Okay, and then I'll give you a couple of well, I'll tell you my absolute craziest story, but most amazing story. It happened maybe a month ago, where I was watering the garden and I started hearing a sunflower speak to me, and like it was just the strangest thing, but also the most normal thing. So I was just watering the garden, and it had been hot, and this big sunflower was like standing. It was bigger than all of the other all my other sunflowers are pretty small, but this one was big, and it had its time. It was out and bright, and it was just starting to like close in and get really crispy. And it went something like, "Come over here." And so like this sunflower was like asking me to come closer to this sunflower, and I was getting the call to like touch the sunflower. And then I just heard, as clear as day, as if it was like just a person right there saying, "Can I rest my head on your arm?" Because the sunflower was getting tired of standing so strong, and she felt really crispy and tired and weathered and exhausted, and just couldn't be bothered, just didn't want to be like standing up so straight anymore. And so I just put my hand under the head of the sunflower, and then I started stroking the sunflower on its back, and like I was literally like scratching this sunflower's neck like it was a cat. And while, of course, the head mind was like, "Oh my gosh, no one watch me what I'm doing. I have my kids and my husband outside." And but it was that feeling of being at one with and allowing the energy of love to come through me and not be kind of pushed to the side or jumped over too quickly. This was really about just being here with that one flower who wanted love, and I wanted its love. Just this real heartfelt, in the moment connection that just could have gone on and on and on. And so that is available to you. So when you start to hear words, or you start to get an inkling, or you start to think, "Oh, did I just hear that from that tree?" Yes, you did. And they're no different to receiving information in other forms, like however you're doing your readings, or however you're receiving guidance. You can also use your journal as well, so you can use automatic writing to have a conversation with a tree. So these are really simple, easeful ways that you can develop this connection And in my experience, you know, this working with the potency of the sacred lineages of the earth has just like opened my world up in magnanimous ways. I'm so much clearer in my work. I have so much more direction around what I'm here for, what I'm doing. My understanding of myself as a light being it's just so much more here. Like, it's not something out there anymore. It's like I've embodied it. And I'm in less of a, like, that need to strive and be successful has kind of all fallen away, and really just this peace and unity consciousness within myself is just like the bee's knees. And you know, my passion really is to show light bringers and way showers how they can embody this peace and unity consciousness as you're continuing to share your work with the world. So yeah, to finish off, I would like to invite you to the Sacred Lineages of the Earth retreat, and that this is specifically for you if you're feeling like you're not intuitive enough, feeling like you know that there's more to access within the universe, but you're just not sure how. If you're struggling with your direction, with your own work, with how you're supporting your clients, and if you want to clear the channels so it all makes sense, so you can connect all of those dots. If you want to start using light language and working with energy in an advanced way, then this Sacred Lineages of the Earth retreat is palpable and incredible. And yeah, what comes from working with the sacred lineages is just freedom. You know, there's just no, when you know that it's all in here, there is nothing else out there. And I'll be giving you those specific tools that have helped me over the last 15 months to really come back to, yeah, that absolute freedom in who we are as human beings, and as these potential channels for light for the earth, for that global shift that is just happening at a rapid rate. So yeah, if you have any questions, then please jump in, or otherwise contact me once you've finished. But yeah, I hope you found today helpful, and yeah, I would so love to hear your experiences after after receiving what's come through. So that's, you know, quite normal information, verbal information, but you've also got an energy activation that's happened there as well, which has just started to open things up, open up your channels, open up your light system, so you can access this information a lot more easily and clearly. So thank you for joining me, and yeah, let me know how you go.